Hey guys, welcome back to this channel.
Beer!
So hey guys, today we're going to be doing a planet from the solar system. I'm not going to tell you what it is yet, I want you to guess. So watch this video and here's a hint, it's the one that's closest to the sun. Do you think you know what it is? So if you haven't already guessed it, today we're going to be doing a video on Mercury. Mercury is quite an interesting planet in itself, but you can actually see it in the night sky next to other planets like Venus and other dwarf planets and asteroids. Mercury is the smallest planet in our solar system, and it's the closest to the sun, but surprisingly, it's not the hottest. Mercury is the fastest of all the planets. Its orbitational period is only 88 days. Mercury has no natural satellite, and a natural satellite is just a moon or something orbiting around a planet that is not man-made. Mercury was named after the Roman messenger god, because it was so quick in the night sky, and Mercury was the quickest god. Despite Mercury's small size and 59-day rotational period, which is just how long a day lasts on Mercury, it has quite a large magnetic field, which is strange because the rotation speed actually plays a really large role in how powerful a magnetic field of a planet is. Flybys by the Mariner 10 confirmed that Mercury had 1.1% of the Earth's magnetic field. Magnetic fields of planets are measured in Gauss or nanoteslas. Earth has a nanotesla of about 45,000, whereas Mercury has only about 300 nanoteslas. This might not seem much, but because Mercury spins at such a slow rate, this is actually quite extraordinary that it has a magnetic field at all. Being so close to the sun, you would expect Mercury to reach extreme temperatures of heat, but that's not the case. Partially because it doesn't have any atmosphere to retain heat, Mercury is actually quite hot and quite cold, the two extremes. At night, Mercury can reach temperatures of negative 73 degrees Celsius, but during the day it can reach soaring heats of about 427 degrees Celsius as well. Another weird feature of Mercury is Mercury's tilt. Mercury has the slightest tilt of all the planets, only 1/30th of a degree. Comparing that to Earth's tilt of about 23.4 degrees, it's very slight. Alright, now that we've got all of that out of the way, I need to discuss a really serious issue with you guys. It's a copyright infringement breakage in the solar system. Mercury has copied the moon. Well, not entirely. They do look the same. The backside of the moon does look kind of the same as the front side of Mercury, or just Mercury in whole. But this side of the moon doesn't really look like Mercury. This is the front side of the moon. The picture here is actually the back side of the moon that looks, or the dark side of the moon that was explored by the Russians that looks basically exactly like Mercury. So maybe we should file a lawsuit? The next features of Mercury I'm about to describe will be used in all the future videos. It's features of just planets in general, so get your notebooks out. The things I'm referring to are aphelion and perihelion, and they are basically referring to a planet's distance to the sun in their orbitational period. Perihelion is the distance that the planet is closest to the sun, and aphelion is the distance that the planet is furthest away in the sun. These are both referring to parts in the planet's orbitational period. Mercury's aphelion, which is the furthest away from the sun, lies at 69,816,900 kilometers. Mercury's perihelion, which is the closest to the sun, lies at 49,001,200 kilometers. Mercury as a planet falls into the rocky planet or terrestrial planet category. It is the smallest out of all four of them and probably the least inhabitable. Mercury has a rocky build similar to that of the Earth. It contains 70% metallic material and 30% silicate material. Mercury is the second densest planet in our solar system, Earth coming third, a close third that is. The density of a planet is measured in cubic centimeters, which is the same as a cubic meter. It's just a square of meters, and what's inside is measured as a cubic centimeter. Mercury's density weighs in at about 5.427 grams per cubic centimeter, only slightly less dense than the 5.515 grams per cubic centimeter of Earth. But if the effect of gravitational compression were to be factored out, the materials of which Mercury is made of would be denser. An uncompressed density of about 5.3 grams per cubic centimeter versus Earth's 4.4 grams per cubic centimeter. And for those of you who don't know what gravitational compression is, it's the amount of force that gravity applies to a planet which compresses its contents, making it more dense. After multiple flybys and orbits of Mercury, we can determine what the internal structure of the planet would look like. Mercury's internal structure will consist of something along the lines of a 100 to 300 kilometer thick crust, a 600 meter thick mantle, and a 1,800 kilometer radius of the core of Mercury. Mercury's core occupies about 42% of its entire volume, whereas Earth's core only about 17%. Research published in 2007 suggests that Mercury might actually have a molten core, much like Earth's, but we can't be sure. All this information is coming from two main sources: the Mariner 10, which I mentioned before, which did a flyby in its exploration to interstellar space, which is where it is right now. The other one is the Messenger. The Messenger orbited Mercury over 4,000 times before running out of fuel and crashing into Mercury's surface. The name that the Messenger satellite got was actually an abbreviation of something. It was Mercury, Surface, Space, Environment, Geochemistry, and Ranging. The Messenger satellite also captured pictures of Venus that had never been seen before, and Earth on its departure. Mercury also hosts some pretty weird surface features. It has ridges, craters, valleys, all the different cliffs, and it's been named the Weird Planet for these weird surface features. But to keep the astronomy tradition going, all these surface features were named, and they were named after artists, musicians, authors, and all different types of creative arts people. There are also multiple features on Mercury that are named after scientists that contributed to the study of the planet. Now before I end this video, I just want to end it on saying something really amazing I learned while researching for this video. On the 24th of April 1990, the Hubble Space Telescope was launched into the sky, and they decided to aim it at the darkest patch of the night sky, a very infantile tiny little speck. Now this was a hard decision because their time on the telescope was limited, but the shots that came back were truly the most spectacular thing that they had seen. This was the shot that came back. With the exception of two stars, every smudge, every blip, every dot on this picture is a galaxy. Now, I got this inspiration from a YouTube video I watched about this. A guy worked at NASA, and he had the lucky opportunity of being there when this was discovered. But I just found this amazing. So yeah guys, I wanted to leave you on a good note. Thank you very much for watching this video. Please show your support by subscribing or liking if you like the content, and sharing it with your friends. And yeah, that'll be me for today. Thanks for watching.